Hey guys, WW1X portable in the park here in Santa Rosa this fine Memorial Day weekend. I just put together a new toy that I got at the Dayton Hamvention, and I thought I would give you a little demo. So this bad boy is the HARDROCK-50 power amplifier, a 50 watt solid state amp for 160 through 6 meter bands. Has integration with the KX3 to do automatic band switching, which I have not yet made the cable for. So I'm just sort of manually selecting bands here. Very, very simple firmware on this amplifier right now. Change the bands. I can key off of RF carrier, do standby, or key off the push-to-talk line, which again I have not made the cable for yet. So we'll key off the carrier. The really nice thing about this amp, and here I am powering it directly from this sealed lead acid battery. Has nice, let's look at the back here. Got some nice power pole connectors on the back, RF in, RF out, USB for doing USB to serial communication, and an accessory jack, as well as the push to talk line. There you go. Really, really well made, extruded aluminum. The heat sink is overkill, which is great. You could use this thing all day and it just barely gets warm. Now the nice thing about this, let's key up the K3 here in test mode on 15 meters. There we go. Again, 45 watts out. Let's see. 45 watts, 43 watts. Not a perfect match. But the great thing here is the KX3, excuse me, just 2 watts out. So you get about 16 dB of gain here. 2 watts in, 50 watts out. So I'm using the internal batteries on the KX3, which will last forever at 2 watts, and the sealed lead acid battery for the amp to boost it up to 50 watts. And then, of course, using the buddy pole today. Of course, you need a resonant antenna because there is no ATU here, although I saw a prototype at Dayton and they are working on an ATU that will fit directly in the case for this amplifier, so that's pretty sweet. Another nice thing is when this amplifier is on, it draws under a milliamp of current. I mean, it didn't even register on my multimeter when you're not transmitting, so very, very efficient. One issue with keying this amplifier in the carrier mode when you don't have a push-to-talk line is that in sideband the amplifier will cut out when there's no RF. So if you'll watch, I'll just transmit here. Test 1 2, testing 1 2, whiskey whiskey 1, X-ray. Test 1 2 3 4, testing 1 2 3 4. So you can hear the relays clicking there on and off. Again, not ideal. I should really have a push-to-talk line hooked up. They do make a QSK extra board that you can add, which will you know, have solid state silent switching, but the radio still is not very happy when that clicks in and out. Let's watch the SWR here. Test 1 2, testing 1 2 3 4, whiskey whiskey 1, X-ray testing 1 2. So you see how the SWR jumps quite a bit there when you key up. Then it settles down right away, of course, but probably not too good for the radio there. Kilo Golf 7, Golf November India. Thank you very much for coming back to my call. How do I sound? This is WW1X on a new portable setup.
We actually come and go, but you're mostly, when you're coming, you're a 5'9", and when you go, I can barely hear you. You're right in the noise floor.
Okay, Roger, thank you. I'm testing a new amplifier here, and it's supposed to be keying off my carrier, but I think it's, like you said, coming in and out.
Well, everything on 20 is coming in and out today. The band conditions are just terrible.
Yeah, Roger that. I'm portable here in California in the park, and on a little buddy pole, not hearing very much going on at all.
Well, you know, it's like, for the most part, you're around a 5'9", and when you fade, you drop down to about a 5'7", so you're not really cutting out completely at all.
Whiskey Whiskey 2 Delta X-ray, Whiskey Whiskey 1 X-ray, coming back at you. Yeah, I'm running about 50 watts, 50 watts, portable in the field with my new amplifier here. How do you copy, Lee?
Okay, I think you said 50 watts, but maybe put 50 watts portable, I think is what you said. And a little bit of, I got a little bit of QRM too on the side, a little bit of QRM, but here's you in there. So yeah, it sounds like the new amplifier and it's working. Go ahead.
So overall, I am extremely happy with this amplifier. Took me about 8 hours to build it. I did it in 2 long evenings after work. And it was very fun to build, very easy to build. Directions were very clear, and the support online is very, very good. So if there's any questions or any missing parts or whatever, they'll send you right away. And if the amplifier needs fixing and you're not able to fix it, you can send it off to them, and they will get it working for you right away. So very, very cool kit. Glad to be a part of it, and looking forward to maybe digging into the firmware a little bit and making some contributions there to the open source firmware.